President Marcos meets the cabinet secretaries to discuss the 2025 budget guidelines. President Marcos convened several members of his cabinet in Malacañang on Friday, January 10th, to discuss the guidelines for programs and projects under the 6.235 trillion pesos national budget for 2025. In photos shared by the Presidential Communications Office, Executive Secretary Lucas Bersamin, National Economic and Development Authority Secretary Arsenio Balisacan, Department of Budget Secretary Amena Pangandaman, Department of Social Welfare and Development Secretary Rex Gatchalian, and Department of Labor and Employment Secretary Bienvenido Laguesma joined the President for the deliberations. No other details about the meeting were provided at the time of publication. Rufus Rodriguez urges President Marcos to halt the SSS premium hike through a resolution, saying even a 1% increase will hurt. Seeking the backing of his Solon colleagues, Cagayan de Oro City 2nd District Representative Rufus Rodriguez has filed a resolution urging President Marcos to suspend the implementation of the increase in Social Security System premium contribution. Under House Resolution number 2161, filed Thursday, Rodriguez said the 1 percentage point increase will be an additional burden to employers and employees who are struggling to make ends meet. He said, SSS officials must likewise disclose to the Filipino people their huge bonuses and compensation. New fleet of vehicles added to improve ground operations at Ninoy Aquino International Airport. The operator of the Ninoy Aquino International Airport has introduced a new fleet of vehicles to support ground operations at the country's main gateway, in a bid to improve convenience and ensure the safe and efficient flow of movements amid the reported increase of passenger volume last year. In a statement, the new NAIA Infra Corporation said the new fleet of vehicles include ambulances, coasters, and vehicles designated to assist pilots in their respective plane parking positions. NNIC President Ramon S. Ang said, "These vehicles are essential to support efficient operations and improve the overall passenger experience at NAIA. They complement NAIA's existing fleet and reflect our commitment to providing a seamless and reliable airport experience." Villafuerte highlights improved legal protection for Pinoy seamen as the Magna Carta becomes implementable. Camarines Sur 2nd District Representative El Rey Villafuerte foresees better legal protection, among other benefits, for the estimated 700,000 Filipino mariners following the swift release of the implementing rules and regulations of the Magna Carta of Filipino seafarers. Villafuerte said the recent signing of the IRR will henceforth ensure full protection for our mariners in both foreign flag ships or Philippine-registered vessels, operating overseas against the backdrop of a surge in global demand for Filipino seafarers. Shear line and amihan will affect parts of Luzon and Visayas. Due to weather systems being monitored by the Philippine Atmospheric, Geophysical, and Astronomical Services Administration, overcast skies with scattered rain showers and isolated thunderstorms are expected in parts of Luzon and Visayas on Saturday, January 11th. In its weather forecast, Pagasa said the shear line affects the eastern sections of southern Luzon and Visayas, while the northeast monsoon, or amihan, is affecting northern and central Luzon. Pagasa added that the northeast monsoon will also bring partly cloudy to cloudy skies with isolated light rain in Metro Manila and the rest of Luzon. Judge sentences Donald Trump in hush money case but declines to impose any punishment. President-elect Donald Trump was sentenced Friday in his hush money case, but the judge declined to impose any punishment, an outcome that cements his conviction while freeing him to return to the White House, unencumbered by the threat of a jail term or a fine. The punishment-free judgment marks a quiet end to an extraordinary case that for the first time put a former president and major presidential candidate in a courtroom as a criminal defendant. The case was the only one of 4 criminal indictments that has gone to trial and possibly the only one that ever will. Lakers coach Redick and Derby-winning jockey Gutierrez lose their homes in Los Angeles wildfires. As the punishing winds that fueled the deadly fires in the Los Angeles region have eased, members of the sports community are beginning to deal with the fallout. Los Angeles Lakers coach J.J. Redick said Friday, January 10th, his family lost its rented home in the fire in Pacific Palisades this week. According to agent Mike Ciani, jockey Mario Gutierrez, a two-time Kentucky Derby winner, lost his home in the fire. Ed Sheeran to launch new music foundation. Ed Sheeran wants people to take music in schools seriously. The British singer-songwriter has set up a foundation to ensure that kids in the UK get access to high-quality music education. Sheeran started writing songs from a young age after encouragement from a teacher, and says he wants to help plug the gap left by reduced arts funding. To support the launch of the foundation, the Grammy winner is visiting schools and youth groups in Cardiff, Coventry, Edinburgh, and Belfast. Addressing a group of pupils in Wales on Thursday, alongside his songwriting partner Amy Wadge, Sheeran said that music should be treated as a legitimate career option. Stay updated with the latest news. Visit our website at www.mb.com.ph